Next call.
All right, let's head to Joe. Joe is in New York and wanted to talk about how people can help. Joe, you're on the air.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, how you doing, brother?
Pretty good. Thank you so much for sharing all of your experiences with this thing, and I really think it's making a lot of people feel a lot better.
Hey, look, I hope so, man. You know, it makes, you know, it's always nice when you're dealing with something where you're like, man, this sucks. It's nice that if it can mean something to somebody else and help it suck a little bit less for them, or maybe spook them enough that they act a little bit differently and thereby reduce the chance that they get it or somebody else, then it kind of makes your own suck worthwhile a little bit more. You know what I mean? It makes me feel a little bit better about it, and gives me a little bit extra motivation to kind of get through the phases. So it's kind of, you know, it's been helpful to me as well. And every time somebody gives me a good tip or tells me that I gave them a good tip, that makes me feel a little bit more useful, you know, in an environment where we all feel so powerless. What else you got?
So I'm one of the fortunate ones. My job, it seamlessly transitioned to a remote role. I was working in Midtown Manhattan. Now I'm working out of my apartment. Nothing's really skipped a beat. My income, unaffected. My dad, he came down with the virus, unfortunately, but thank God he's recovered. He's doing much better now.
Awesome.
And really good. I'm in a good spot, and I'm extremely thankful for that. But I know there are a lot more people out there in a lot worse situations, and frankly, it hurts knowing that, and it hurts not knowing what I can do to help them. So my question to you is, what can someone like me do? What can people like me who I believe there's other people out there in the same position that are with the same questions looking for what they can do to help, because they're in a more fortunate position. So I want to know if there's any information you can give us on what we can do.
Yeah, I think there are some decent guidelines of perspective. First of all, you're probably in a many/most category. Okay.
I hope so.
A lot of people have been knocked sideways by this economically, physically, and both. And emotionally, and situationally. You know, this has been tough for a lot of people. It's been tough for you. We want to avoid the idea of guilt because of circumstance. Hey, I'm not sick, so I should kind of be quiet about that. No, rejoice. Rejoice in the fact that you don't have it. Rejoice in the fact that your job works well for you. Rejoice in the fact that your father got through it. This is not bragging. This is not condescension. It's not arrogance. It is recognition of blessings. So first of all, feel good about it. Feel good about where you are. And then the guideline becomes, do what you can. You got money in your pocket? You know one of your friends is tight? Buy him a pizza. You know, you got time that you're not sick and you can reach out? Reach out, man. Get on that Zoom app or whatever it is that people are using and chat your ass off. Talk to people. Reconnect.
Yeah.
Think of, you know, you're watching a lot of media now. This thing I learned about before, I forgot to tell. I got in digression mode. So this local restaurant, this buddy of mine calls me and he sent me food. Then I digressed and I said, how many people have been so good to me? I forgot to tell the story. So he says, this local place where we are here in Sag Harbor is a restaurant that is feeding nurses at this big catchment hospital here in Stony Brook, which is on Long Island where I live. And I said, get out of here. So I called the restaurant and I said, yeah. And he goes, yeah, it's $10 a meal per nurse, plus gratuity for our staff if you want to add it. And for the whole ICU, you can buy the whole ICU meals. I said, I'm in. I said, I want to buy the whole ICU meals for a week, you know, whatever, you know, let me pay. And then here's the 25% VIG for the help. What a great idea. So I'm like you, you know, this hasn't affected my money. I can do my job remotely. And I have money. I'm blessed. And that was a great way to do something for people who are doing something for the rest of us. So I did it. And that's the directive. What you can do. Money, time, attention, feeling good about it, feeling good about yourself, feeling good about your health. Take advantage of your health. You can work out. You can work harder. You know what I mean?
And
you can
Chris,
help people, help.
There's some other thoughts to add to that, which is, if you have elderly neighbors or folks that are being quarantined, just go check on them. Let them know that they're there. Let them know, you're thinking of them. And also something, depending where you are, you can donate blood. If you can find a place that you can do it safely, blood banks are in dire need. So that's another thing you can do.
So there's a lot of stuff to do, but most importantly, be grateful, brother. Be grateful. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for your dad. I'm jealous of your dad. I wish you well. I can't wait to be where he is. I've never given blood in my life. And I tell you why? Because I'm squeamish, and I didn't trust him, and I thought I'd get sick. But I'm basically just a pansy. It's mostly the pansy effect. But I'm going to give antibodies and blood to 3 different testing sites that are doing things, and I can't wait to be able to do it. I'm sure I'll faint. I know it's going to be bad. I'm sure they're going to have to stick me a bunch of times because I'll probably panic at some point. But I'm going to do it, and I can't wait to be able to do it. I can't wait to be able to get in my truck and go buy a bunch of shit and give it to my neighbors, and I want to make a list, and I can't wait because I'm motivated by my illness and by my indolence. I can't wait to be active. Take advantage of what God has allowed you to do, right? Motivate the grace.
Thank you.
I love you. I love you for calling. I love you for your effort. Thank you, brother. Let's take a break. 866-967-6887. I'm telling you, this is a wake-up call, sick or not, symptom or symptom-free. We all have a smack in the face of the preciousness of our health, of the freedoms that we enjoy, of the government that we put in place, of the leadership that we need, of the media that you deserve. It's all about open eyes and a new sense of appraisal of what we want our society to be about. Isn't it? Let's discuss.